a lot of people think that when we make contracts with the dark side, it's this big ritual, and it can be, but I want to ask you, for everyone watching, are getting your tarot card reading, or saying I'm a Virgo, I'm a Scorpio, I'm a zodiac sign, or yoga poses, are those things putting yourself in contracts with demons too?
Well, yeah, definitely when you submit yourself, because it's a submission thing, right? And when you submit yourself to yoga, you submit yourself into horoscope, because it's a submission that you submit yourself. That means that I'm opening myself up to something in the demonic. Because when you do horoscope, that means that you're acceptable. You're putting yourself in a situation, saying, "Devil, speak to me. Devil, I give you permission to take real estate off my life." So when
Mhm.
you go into these things, Ouija boards, when you do tarot cards, first of all, the devil don't know the future. And when you give the devil permission, when you give the devil legal rights, that's what the devil wants. You want legal rights over your life, over your mind, over your soul, over your thinking, over your thought, because he's trying to entrap you. Because whatever he entrap, whatever portals and gateways you open, you're inviting these spirits to come in, because you're giving them the legal assets, the legal rights that they're looking for. And then you make a contract. You're not selling your soul, but you're making a contract on the opportunity of saying, you own part of me.
Mhm.
That means now, if you're a Christian and you're doing that, now you got mixture. You never get God's best. You're never going to get God's open heaven. You're going to be a mediocre Christian that you signed off for a premature death sentence over your life, because whatever the devil owns, he still can manipulate you and control you. In the end, he'll kill you. He comes what? To kill, steal, and destroy. So the devil has that permission from your mouth, from your actions, that you give it to him, and now he owns it.
Yes. And what you said, it was something that actually happened in my testimony, where I kind of mentioned I was an astrologer, and at the deepest point, I was interpreting my natal charts. I was going in, and it was divination. And I was reading this chart, and I'm a believer and I'm doing this, and I was reading this chart, and it said premature death. It said in my future that I was going to get a divorce. It said that I was going to have like brain tumors. It said all of this stuff. And that was the moment when my eyes were open. I said, this is premature death. This is sickness. This is disease. This is divorce. This doesn't come from God. Because some people
Mm-hmm.
say God made the stars and the wise men followed a star and it's astrology.
But that's
No,
a whole different story with the wise man following the star. That was
no.
a direction that God gave them from a distance. That had nothing to do with astrology.